Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Doctor and fellow friends. My name is Siti Nur Akila binti Muhammad Fani. I will be presenting on a critical topic affecting our nation economy, which is government intervention on the structural transformation of trade. The content there are three: the structural transformation of trade in Malaysia. Second is government intervention on the structural transformation of trade in Malaysia. And lastly is implication for government intervention on the structural transformation of trade in Malaysia. Okay, let's move on. For first is structural transformation of trade in Malaysia. For the issue statement, which is first is export-oriented manufacturing and commodity trade. And specifically, Malaysia relies on sectors like electronic, palm oils and various assembly industry to generate job and foreign exchange. And second is low value and labor intensive export. This limit productivity, innovation, which growth and increase vulnerability to global shocks. Because of relying on low value, export limit our productivity. And if still like this, we risk getting stuck in the middle income trap. And lastly, shift toward high value technology driven industry, which is if by making this shift we can improve national productivity, raise income level for the community and strengthen our competitiveness on the global stage. And what can the government do to support trade transformation? Okay, let's move on. Okay, for government intervention on structural transformation of trade in Malaysia. Okay, for the solution the government do, first is market failure in industry upgrading, high cost, risk and coordination issues prevent private firm from upgrading industry alone. And second is trade liberalization and market access. Trade government help nation firm by reducing tariff and trade barriers, opening access to new international market and encourage firm to improve quality and standard to compete globally. Moving deeper into the solution, the government is actively promoting high value manufacturing, and a key example of this is NIP 2013 new industrial master plan. This plan focus on industry 4.0 and high value manufacturing. The government supports this by offering finance incentive and tax break, encouraging automation and technology adoption, and supporting training program to create the skilled labor force required for these new technologies. And lastly, furthermore, for the solution is the role of government agency and agency such as MITI, MITI, MIDA, MIDA, MITRID, and Exim Bank are instrumental here. They provide investment guidance and strategy, export promotion and market support, and lastly, inclusion financially, particularly for SME who might otherwise struggle for modernize, and it improve a lot. Okay, for implication for government intervention on the structural transformation of trade, there are three implication. First, exposure to external shock, and what I want to highlight it is the event which is 2025 Starbucks boycott, which result in significant revenue losses for foreign owned outlet in Malaysia. While this is a specific cases, it serves as a powerful symptom of a much larger structural weakness. And the core issue here isn't about just coffee. It is about the risk of over reliance on foreign brand and foreign market. When our economy depend too heavily on external entities, whether they are foreign multinational corporation, global supply chains, or international commodity prices, we become vulnerable. And external shock can be anything happening outside our border that hurt us inside our border. This could be geopolitical tension leading to boycott, as seen with Starbucks and the others brand too, and sudden drop in global demand for our export, or disruption in the supply of raw material. And because we have historically relied on low value foreign dependent industry, Malaysia is particularly sensitive to this shift. The boycott highlighted the urgent need to strengthen local industry and domestic production by building our robust local brand and manufacturing capability. We essentially install our economy, ensuring the global wave don't capsize our local boat. And again, I want to highlight it is Malaysia need to strengthen local industry and domestic production, and it can be large and can be compete with others product globally. And second, we must address job displacement and income support. Structural transformation, moving from labor intensive to tech driven industry, may cause short term job losses. And we globally has had faces MCO, which is COVID-19, and it's caused a lot of job losses. And machine may replace hand in some sector. Two, and to mitigate this, the government has introduced program like SDR, Sumbangan Tunai Rahmah, which provide cash support to help workers adapt, ensuring that our company growth remain inclusive, and which is the good way. SDR, Sumbangan Tunai Rahmah, and it can improve more government to country to community. And lastly, the third implication is higher productivity and diverse export. Despite the short-term challenges, government support help Malaysia move on the value chain, and this train our citizen against global shock and secure a better economy future. Okay, for lastly, the conclusion is government intervention is essential to guide nations straight towards a resilient, high value and knowledge based economy, ensuring sustainable growth, diversified export and inclusive benefit for all workers. Thank you. That's all from me.